But first, there's growing outrage across Victoria's farming communities as we've seen a sharp rise in the state's fire services property levy hitting already struggling landowners. Farmers say they've been forced to shoulder the cost of a broken fire system, one which has seen Victoria's once proud volunteer firefighting force shrink to record lows, while the bill for paid staff continues to soar. The problems first started with the forced merger of the state's volunteer fire brigade, the Country Fire Authority, the CFA, with the Metropolitan Fire Brigade, the MFB, to form Fire Services Victoria. And this was all part of a deal done between Daniel Andrews and the powerful Firefighters Union. The end result being a very frustrated and demoralised force, fractured trust, and now a fight back which has spilled under the steps of the Victorian Parliament. It's all about a new and rebadged fire services levy that will force farmers to pay millions and millions of dollars to cover the cost of the state's merged entity. Now, on Friday, farmers and volunteer firefighters made their way to Spring Street and the Premier's office in Bendigo, demanding a rethink of this new firefighting levy before farmers are pushed over the edge. For many farmers, the cost of this levy is in excess of $80,000 each. They say they're paying more for less and are calling for a return to the volunteer-led model that's always served the bush best. In the Parliament, the Upper House is expected to vote on the controversial new tax as soon as tomorrow, with another rally set for the steps of Parliament to keep up the pressure. Rob Armstrong is a farmer from Ararat, and he will be hit by this tax. He helped organise Friday's rally, and he joins me now. Rob, thank you for your time. You spoke at the rally on Friday. You say you'll be back at the Parliament House buildings tomorrow. I know I'm calling it a levy, that's what the government's calling it, but this is a tax. Why are you paying this tax when we all know the farmers are the ones who fight these fires in regional communities anyway?
Yes, it's a very horrible thing, and the impact is massive, financially, emotionally, and morally. For farmers, this isn't a matter of a few $100s; it's tens of thousands of dollars. In my community, just around here, some people are facing bills of $70,000 and up to $500,000. It's not hard; it's just devastating. If this tax gets through, it will destroy livelihoods. It will rip millions out of our rural towns, our businesses, sports clubs, local shops and services. And the knock-on effect will be massive. We love farming. It's in our blood. But to be hit with a 189% increase on this levy, well, it just feels like extortion. It's just bloody horrible. Farmers are the first responders to nearly all... Sorry.
No, I'm just going to make that point you're about to make. I mean, farmers are the ones who go out to fires and fight those fires, often with their own equipment, in their local areas. How does the government justify jacking up this levy by close to 200%?
Well, that's a very good question, but most of us all fight the fires. Like, for example, me and other fires and plenty of other farmers spent Christmas Day on a fire truck. There's no funding, no fuss, just doing what we had to get done for our community. We miss out on a lot of things to be on call 24/7 for our community. In our region, for example, there's 1 million acres. It's got 19 CFA trucks and over 450 private units. That means over 95% of fire units in our region are privately owned, paid for and maintained by the farmers. Without us, rural fires would be so much more devastating.
Is this all because of that merger? I mean, that's what's been said to me, Rob, that the merger of the CFA has broken the heart of CFA volunteers. The new merger's not working. This is a government in Victoria that's basically belly up bankrupt. It requires increases to all of these levies in order to fund fire services in the state now.
Yes, it appears that we're funding a lot of people, doesn't it? But the problem is, It's all been taken away from us. Yet we are the first responders. But in your question about the merger, I'm probably not the person to answer that question. I'm not familiar enough with it.
Right, I'm going to come back and talk to you again after this rally. I wish you all the very best. And just before we go, Rob, I know people out your way are doing it very tough. I mean, it's drought conditions. I don't know that we formally call it a drought yet, but I know the rainfall has been non-existent. Can I get a sense of how it's been for you?
Well, if you look down a gravel road, that's exactly what the whole farms look like in this area. It's, well, I've been a farmer for, 60 years, and this drought now is worse than the 1967 drought. It's devastating how bad it is. Like, I'm not sure, the farmers can't afford this tax in the first place at all. But if we have another drought like last year, there's got to be a lot of farmers aren't going to be able to pay probably even their rates bill, let alone a farm levy that we shouldn't be paying in the first place. It's going to take it.
I hate to leave it there.
Sorry.
Rob, I hate to leave it there. I'll move on to other things, but I will promise you I'll come back tomorrow night to get a wrap of how this protest has gone. And I want to put some wood on the opposition to get very clear from them their position on this. Thank you for your time.